Hey there, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And this is Higher Level Gaming. This week in gaming news, Blizzard made a pretty big wave with their new Diablo mobile game. Diablo Immortal was revealed at BlizzCon, which is, if you don't know, a convention held here in the LA area every year for the studio Blizzard. Blizzard is involved with a lot of PC games like Overwatch, World of Warcraft, StarCraft. You've probably heard of, if not all of these, some of them. There was some Overwatch news at the conference too, which we will touch on, but we just have to get into how badly the fans of Diablo are ripping into the newly announced mobile game. Let's start by watching some of the crowd reactions.
Playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. Gaming fans have also taken to the internet to let off some steam once again, as they have with Battlefront 2 and numerous other titles, for the announcement trailer of Diablo Immortal. Despite attempts by Blizzard to fudge the numbers, it has Battlefront 2 level dislikes on it if you go and check out that announcement trailer. Fans on Reddit were also pretty upset at Blizzard, and here's a peek at what the line looked like to try the game out. Well, that's going in my cringe compilation.
So let's take a trip to the video game board on 4chan to see what the white supremacist gamers are up to.
A Native American Twitter user tweeted to Nintendo about the new forward smash for the Game & Watch fighter, which is based upon a game, Fire Attack, where enraged Native American Indians are seen throwing flaming torches into a frontier encampment.
So clearly this isn't the best representation of a Native American person, and probably should have been caught before now.
Not to 4chan though. One user joked that soon Game & Watch will be racist for being too black, which is just, wow, that's so dumb. Another points out how they don't think the cowboy depiction is bad and that's somehow hypocritical, which is a total straw man argument. The white people aren't the ones being oppressed, and they're not the ones who've been painted to be backward savages. One person though, a real gentleman, holy shit, he asked why we didn't just kill them all. Hasn't it been 3 centuries already? Like, holy shit. How ignorant of the past do you even have to be? The West wasn't even the Wild West as we know it till the 1800s, so not that long ago, Trail of Tears happened, but these kinds of toxic racists don't really know anything about American history, unsurprisingly. So, is it racist?
Yes.
Since then, Nintendo has actually come out and made a statement that they're acknowledging it and will be removing it from the game in a day 1 patch. So that's actually pretty cool of them to take the time to let this person's complaint influence their game. I'm really not that surprised, as Nintendo is a company that cares about inclusiveness and being able to bring everyone together, as how they have with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
So last week we received some footage of Superman lead actor Henry Cavill, all done up for his role as Geralt in the Netflix show The Witcher. And it looks like a Spirit Halloween costume. I'm pretty sure the acting will be true to the character, but the entire teaser kind of looked lame if you ask me. The makeup was just bad and really looked nothing like Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher.
Yeah, it was pretty cheesy. We'll see how things develop from here and hope for the best. But, RIP Black Series. Next up, some possibly good news for Rick and Morty fans. Rick and Morty are going to be in Fallout 76. Kind of. There's going to be a Rick and Morty Fallout 76 live stream with the Rick and Morty characters from the show and Logic and Ninja. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I just kind of feel like it's going to be Wubba Lubba Dub bad.
Yeah!
But I'm definitely gonna watch it, and I'm hoping that we hear something about the next season of Rick and Morty, or something is happening with the show, because I don't really understand why this event would be going on otherwise. It's just so random.
So Rainbow Six Siege removed all references to sex and gambling and some other things from all their games worldwide.
So this is another example, if you ask me, of how games don't really care about the integrity of their art. If you look at gaming and games in general as a kind of an art form, then this is a great example of how studios don't really care about the content of their art as much as they do the quality of their product and their ability to market that product. This is something that we've seen with a lot of games in the past few years, and I think for me it's an especially egregious thing in World War II games. Because in most World War II games, they weren't allowed to use the swastika, mostly because the swastika is banned in Germany, and so to make sure that they can still make that profit in Germany and still sell all those copies, they just remove the swastika. And I think this is especially egregious because this isn't just a work of art that they're, making cheaper to make for the sake of it. They're actually editing history in this situation and trying to pass it off as like a decision that they made, a creative decision, when in fact it's really just to make sure they can ship as many copies as possible in as many places as possible. I mean, if you go back to Call of Duty Black Ops 1, there is actually the Nazi iconography in the game, because, I mean, why wouldn't there be? It's the Nazi zombies. You're killing Nazi zombies. That's the whole point. Why wouldn't you show the swastika and show, yeah, we're killing these Nazis? But anyway, that's my whole little rant on the subject. I just think it's kind of lame when games take content away or change content just so that they can sell it. And if you're not aware, this is all so that they can sell the game and market the game in China. And if you look on the game, they actually even removed a skull. So even skulls are not PC enough if you're Rainbow Six Siege.
So there's a new Overwatch character.
Yeah.
It's another cowboy hoping to win big popularity points riding on the coattails of Red Dead 2's release. Overall, the character seems like a pretty average addition. We get a good look at them in the cinematic reunion footage that we're showing now. That repeater rifle looks pretty fun to use at least. But can we take a moment to remember that there are no black women in the game, and this is the 5th white woman character to be added. I saw some people on Kotaku in the comments actually trying to argue that Farah and Anna are black, which is pretty wrong. So you guys know North African people are not African. They aren't black. There are black Egyptians, but they're called Nubians, and that's another thing entirely. The issue here is a lack of representation of black women. Some may say, well, Orisa was created by a black girl, but that's a problem. See, created by isn't being. She's a robot, and that isn't black representation either. Lucio is black, Doomfist is black. There's good diversity in the game, no one's trying to say there isn't, but I know there are tons of black women who would love to see themselves represented in the game, myself included. I mean, come on guys, they did a gorilla and a hamster before a black chick. What the F?
Lastly, in some smaller little mini stories, guys, the creator of Undertale has come out with a new game called Deltarune, which can be accessed for free at deltarune.com. Pokemon Let's Go will not be compatible with the Pro Controller, which is just kind of ridiculous. Like, come on Nintendo, get your shit together. And let's have a moment of mourning here at the end of the video for Banjo. He did not make it into Smash. R.I.P. Banjo. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, if you made it this far, why don't you go ahead and give us a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button for notifications so you can find out every time we post a video like this one.
In the arms of the angel, may you find some comfort.